August 6, 1928, in a ghetto-crazy European town in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, a baby was born in a destitute Slovakian family between a mine-working father and an artist's mother. This baby, known as Andrew Warhol, later became an innovative leader of pop art, but did not have a smooth beginning. When the unsanitary conditions in his father's workplace finally led to the father's death, the artist's mother became the only supporter of the family and therefore had to take care of the Warhol and his two brothers, Paul and John. Collecting boxes and bottles each day, the mother worked endlessly to provide appropriate education for her sons.
심한 우울증에 걸렸었고 그리고 그 근육 경련증이라는 것을 알아가지고 어머니하고 깊은 정서적 유대관계를 갖게 됐다고 그래요.
Warhol's mother, from this time, as the first zealot of his creative and artist work, fosters Andrew's artist interest, willingly helping him to express his ideas by buying him sketchbooks and pencils. Warhol was artistically keen from his early age. Occasionally, when Warhol and his mother went to the church, he encountered new forms of art. He was absorbed by the charm and the simplicity of the two-dimensional portrayal of the holy figures that covers all the walls. Also, diving into countless public magazines, the only connection to the outer world, Warhol observed the mass culture from an early age. Warhol's unique interest later became a foundation of his future career as a celebrated and respected pop artist. Andy Warhol's lives and creations are both strange dichotomies. Both are at first beyond people's wildest imaginations, then became commonplace and challenged stereotypes of the society. Fully utilizing and fostering mass culture such as news, advertisements, and banal everyday subjects, and popular culture such as Campbell chicken soup cans, Brillo box, Andy Warhol created pop art or popular art that protested against traditions. His new and shocking approach evoked sensation in the art history as it destroyed exclusiveness and specificity through mass production and culture. He also revolutionized against the former aristocratic art and abstract expressionism and made art conventional. He believed that art should not be only available for high-class people, but conceived it to be for the mass. His ideas were not only shocking factors. From early on in his career, when he attended School of Fine Art at Carnegie Institute of Technology, he employed the bottle line technique, a basic technique which involved blotting or pressing two papers together. Warhol could, by using this method, create dotted, delicate, and broken lines. Silkscreen, which is the another method for Andy Warhol, was cheap and effective in creating copies of same object and was often used to actualize many of his most famous masterpieces, the Bildungsroman being green Coca-Cola bottles in 1962. In the end, the lasting impact of the Warhol, which is called the Warholism, is now changing the modern society. Warhol's works are not revered because of their artistry, but are recognized for their adaptability to cultures and conditions of the time. Warhol was a sagacious visionary, a social reformer, a critic, and a leader who mined the depths of art forms and mundanity to find the currents to mass culture. Warhol also redefined the world of film, making remarkable progress and attempting innovative methods. Between 1963 and 68, he made more than 60 films in addition to 500 short black and white screen test depictions of factory visitors. Although the general public regarded Warhol as a bizarre experimentalist, the movie critics of today consider him one of the most important avant-garde filmmakers of the 20th century. His long motionless films show clear, pure, and unaltered images of the people's daily lives. Creativity and perception enable Warhol to approach film with a broader and more sophisticated insight than of the other underground filmmakers of the 1960s. His primary experiment in 1963 was with a stylistic technique by single frame shooting that had already been used by several independent filmmakers, namely Stan Brakhage. This method considers somewhat primitive, something that is closer to recording than to fictional screen scenarios. Warhol, however, later realized that long takes, which were considered rather unconventional, captures the standstill aspect of austere beauty. He had interpreted the fundamental nature of film as the minimalist aesthetic movement. In his efforts to depict experimental but real films, Warhol could sufficiently heighten the attention toward movies. For such creativity and perception, with his unique approach to filmmaking, Warhol will be remembered forever in the history of the cinematography. Andy Warhol had always a profound and dedicated love for celebrities. As a young boy, Warhol had been infatuated with movie stars to the point where he would passionately collect their pictures from magazines and write letters to them requesting their signed photographs, such as the Shirley Temple's photo that is preserved in Warhol's archive. His undying love for stars remained as he grew up. Upon reading the Truman Capote's Other Voices, Other Rooms, Warhol fell in love with the work that it became an inspiration for an entire exhibition devoted to Capote. The exhibition, 15 drawings based on the works of Truman Capote, was first held at the Hugo Gallery in New York. Although Warhol had desperately wanted Capote to come to his exhibition and had written multiple invitations for him, Capote had not gone. The exhibition at the Hugo Gallery was a success, but Warhol was disappointed of Capote's absence. Warhol eventually became a star by using stars. Warhol was the only artist in the world that had been well aware of the potential of the public and what the public wanted. What the public wanted was something that was popular, something that it could easily relate to. He revolutionized the fine art into his own interpretations, what now known as pop art. In his new groundbreaking form of art, he utilized stars in unique and creative ways to appeal to the public. Apart from the famous portraits of Marilyn Monroe, Michael Jackson, Elvis Presley, Warhol painted the portraits of many unconventional figures as well, such as the Beethoven, Albert Einstein, or the Mao Zedong.
그 앤디 워홀은 엘리티즘, 거기에 반기를 들고 그 대중들이 쉽게 소비할 수 있는 미술 작품을 만들었다는 데서 의의를 찾아볼 수 있으리라고 봅니다.
Here, take this. The police are looking for me and want me. I shot Andy Warhol. Yeah, I had to.
June 3rd of 1968, Valery Solonas, who was a supporter of the Warhol's factory, shot Andy Warhol. Andy Warhol, under the emergency, was directly delivered to the hospital and earned his life back with 5 hours of medical surgery. Fortunately, in spite of attempted murder, Andy Warhol successfully kept his status as a pop artist until his death due to the disease arrived in 1987. After his death, and when the 21st century appeared, the world started to change. His concept of pop art successfully contributed to our life from uniting our society into one. The art is not the entertainment only for the elite, and movies are nothing fake or unrealistic. Andy Warhol's use of unique techniques and celebrities made the public into the world of art and promoted the creations of the art from those people. Then, what we eventually earned from Andy Warhol of the 20th century was the diversity, the fundamental element of the development in 21st century.